Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Neil from VenomousCompany bringing to you the first episode of a new series I'm going to be doing on FIFA 13. I've talked about this before and I'll be doing it with Cardiff City. So this is basically me just introducing it. I recorded this today. I'm going to hopefully upload it on Monday. We were supposed to upload a Minecraft episode on Saturday, but sadly the uploading's been really struggling lately. It's finding it difficult to upload, so basically we'll try and upload Minecraft every week, maybe for a long episode, or maybe quite a couple of times a week. But there are other times it'll just be this career mode with Cardiff City. Today I'm starting off by doing my transfers and playing the very first game and showing you some new and interesting features to the game. So this is the journey with Cardiff City. Season 1, hopefully I'm going to move up to the Premier League with Cardiff this season. Obviously, the reason I've chosen Cardiff is because they're a team that should be in the Premier League. They've had numerous chances to. They're quite a big team, and I feel like I could get them up, and basically I think I can do well with this team. So I do make my first actual signing here. Well, I'm trying to sign him anyway. Wholesome Galley, he's a free agent. Trying to get him for what you see on screen, $3 grand a week, and I submit the offer, and then I go to look for more players. So I'm looking to loan a player here, and I'm thinking, well, I need some probably wingers and a left back, and then I see right there somebody that fits the bill. Diego Contento. He looks decent. He's young. Plays for Bayern Munich, obviously, so I think, well, it's quite a relatively big signing. And then I just see him and I'm like, oh my god, I need to get him. I don't particularly need him. Well, I actually was looking at somebody else and I just saw him. I was like, that's it, Raheem Sterling, I'm bringing him in. I thought, well, what's the point in loaning him if I can't get him next season when I'm in the Premier League, because he's worth like 12 million. So I thought I'd try and be sneaky and maybe put like a 5 million price tag on him, maybe accounting for the fact that he'll, go up some levels. So I make a bid for Raheem Sterling, and I obviously go back here and try and get Diego Contento on loan. A very, very big signing for Cardiff City. I mean, this guy's probably reserve left back for Bayern Munich. He's not exactly the greatest player, but he's young, so well, he's relatively young. He's classified as young, but maybe he's not necessarily youngish in terms of football. So I make an offer for him, and I go on to look at one more player, who is another left wing actually, but he's a good player, and I bought him in last FIFA for Watford actually. Who actually ended up signing him in real life, and it's Alex Kakwinik-Kucic. And here's another player here I looked at. I've actually not shown you my squad, but that's another player I'm buying, is Danny Wilson. If you go back to the start of the video, you can see the squad when I first started as Cardiff, and these are all my league objectives. So it was to gain promotion and get to the last 16 of the cups, I believe. And then here's Hosam Ghali rejecting my offer, so I just bump it up by $1 grand, and I believe that is all dandy, and he signs, and basically he's now just one of the reserve midfielders I have. Basically, he's a good player for Tottenham when I remember him, and I believe he's good on the ball, and that's something that's needed in FIFA 13. And then that's me obviously signing Wilson. So these are the 5 players I get. So I get Galley, Wilson for less than he's valued on $10 grand a week, Sterling on loan for 12 months, Contento on loan for 12 months, and Kakwinik-Kucic. That could be a difficult one for 12 months. And I believe that is all the signings for now, but there's going to be some more coming up soon. So here's me just making the changes and showing my team now as it is. So obviously the Spear 3 there are Sterling, Maynard and Bellamy, all 3 of them being very good quality players. And here we are showing you 2 players that I will be shortlisting. I've actually not signed these guys yet, so that's the reason for them being just shortlisted. Ryan Fraser is a player that plays for my team, Aberdeen, and he's a brilliant player in real life and he's brilliant in FIFA. This guy's, I think he's 17 years old and he's 64 rate. It's only worth $500,000. But anyway, I'll talk about him in the next episode, I'm sure. So here I go into the first game of the season, which is against Crystal Palace in the Capital One Cup, formerly renamed the Carling Cup. And then I look at this and I think, so I can choose the matches for which the goal news pops up. So for example, I wanted to see Charlton Dagenham, I could go and click on Charlton Dagenham, and any time that there's a goal in that game I would figure out. So for example, it's the last day of the season, like Man City, Man U, I get Man U's updates, and I only get Man U's because that's all I care about. And then lock to player, I'm not sure what that was, I just end up backing out. And I do make some changes to the team, obviously, so I do believe it's just one change I make. Craig Bellamy, with a game coming up against Huddersfield in the league, I decide to rest him since his standard's not great, and I bring in Kakla Nikolic. And I believe that's the only change as far as I can remember. I think I do remember putting Galley onto for Kimbo Kyung. Actually is quite good, but I don't know why. It's just players I don't know that I don't seem to like as much. Like, you can see all the players down there might be quite good, but I just don't play them because I don't know them. So here we are going into the game. Obviously Cardiff's team there, and Crystal Palace's team there with some good players. Good Willie, Zaha, obviously now lost Klein, but there's some good players there. Sporoni's not a bad keeper, but you will see something coming soon. Dick Ashby, he's not bad as well. You will see a big blunder from Sporoni coming up soon, and honestly, I've never seen it in FIFA before, but obviously here this is the skill games before we start, and I do a couple of them, but I thought, well, no, I don't have to play them because I can play them whenever I want. So basically I think this is the last one I do, yeah, and then I just say screw it, let's play the game. And so here I'll just let you with the music to So here we go, here's Martin Tyler saying all his stuff, and then Danny Wilson, the captain for the day, because obviously Craig Bellamy is not playing. Danny Wilson, this is the team, and here we get straight into the chances. So Sterling making his debut, cuts inside, Jonathan Parr puts a good cross in, it doesn't get ahead to it, and it falls to Curry, and then it isn't cleared, and then it again falls to Curry, and Sporoni makes a good save. And that was the first chance of the game. Another chance very far away for Curry just a couple of minutes later. Again, it's cleared well. And that was literally all the chances of the first half until this one. So a good play from the back from Crystal Palace. They work all the way from back to front. And I just couldn't tackle them. I mean, I maybe could have tackled them there, and that's a good play to Dick Ashby, or Dickachoy, there's a bit of a dilemma on his name. Falls kindly for them, good Willie steps up, and then it's a good save from Marshall, and then cleared well by Contento. But then, from the resulting corner, the greatest counter-attack I've seen to date on FIFA 13, Marshall gives the ball straight to Maynard. Maynard just gets in his bike and leaves Ward for dead. I mean, nobody's catching it. And then Sterling manages to intelligently get in front of Jonathan Parr. And there we are. Raheem Sterling, debut goal. All is very good, and we're off the mark. And Sterling is going to be a very important player, I believe, this season. You know, new life he's playing well, and in this I think he looks like an absolute beast. Seems like the new El Shaarawy, whatever people call him. I think he's going to be pretty good in this game. And then we do get our second goal, another very nice strike here from Raheem Sterling, giving the keeper absolutely no chance, and it's a beautiful strike. And that is 2-0, and then I decide to make changes. So Mason comes on for Maynard, Galley replaces Whittingham, sorry, I've had a bit of a mind blank there, and Noon replaces, who would have that been? Oh yeah, that's the mistake I say there. Sporoni makes the awful howler. I mean, it was almost like a Paul Robinson, and then, you know, okay, this is the cool bit that's coming up. Basically, it'll show the results in a second, and it's all very, very cool. And this is where Brian Fraser accepts the deal, and this is where basically the episode's going to end. Actually, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. So we're off the mark, and I'll just allow you to listen into this thing by Jeff Reeves, and see you next time.
As Wycombe Wanderers host Fulham. Bolton Wanderers entertain Arsenal. Manchester United host Brighton and Hove Albion. Norwich City entertain West Bromwich Albion. Wolverhampton Wanderers host Watford. Everton entertain Gillingham. Preston North End host Wigan Athletic. Meanwhile, Barnet entertain Cardiff City.